Good morning. Good morning,
everyone.
Good morning, everybody out there. Got your cup of coffee or whatever you're drinking? Let's get ready to clink it. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? There we go. Right. Let me get it up there, Lynn. Ready and clink.
Clink.
Clink, clink, clink. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Ann Lynn Show.
Hey, I hear a repeat of what we're saying.
Check your system. I do not hear it on this end.
Okay. As long as no one can hear it, I can deal with it.
Okay. Let's go over to the chat. People in the chat, do you hear a repeat? Look at all the great people over there. My gosh.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Silly me.
I wasn't sure, but I
I have another computer. I have another screen on so that I can chat with everybody, right?
Right.
I don't chat through StreamYard. I have to just chat with YouTube. I'm logged in, Lynn.
Yeah.
And I want to say, do you want to give a shout out to who's here today?
First in the chat today.
Yes, first in the
chat today was Major. And salute,
Major.
And if you haven't seen last week's, if you weren't here last week, go back and watch. We had Major as our guest, and I think we had a ton of fun.
We had a 60s rock ball. It was out of sight. Jesse,
it was groovy, baby.
It was groovy. Thank you. We went, baby. We had us a time last.
Yeah, Major's over there in England, there, and
birds. There's birds over there.
Yeah, so we really had a good time with Major, and that was great. So go back and watch that. That was a lot of fun. And today we have such a sweet person.
This is our sweetheart, right? This is our sweet.
He is. It's Conquest Josh. And but before we go there, let's go over back to the chat and welcome. Who else is here, Lynn?
Well, let's see. The first one in was Major.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after Major, I do believe Glenda from Grace and Fire was here.
Glenda's here. And
then, of course, Conquest Josh was in our chat. And
but look woohoo!
Conquest Mama. Canadian Family Life is here. Let's see here. Jerry Butler Family Farm.
And they're going to be on next week.
Yeah, and Jesse and Lisa, I know, from Lazy Days Ahead.
Yeah, Becky Benton's here.
And I know, I just going to say Becky. And I see my nephew, your adopted son is here. Scott.
Oh, yes. Let me get down there.
Awesome.
Scott is there. He's lurking. Oh, and he doesn't feel well.
Oh, we're so sorry. Now, Scott has another wonderful channel, and I am subscribed to it. And Scott, if you want to put that other channel in, it's a travel channel, and a video came out yesterday, and I am going to watch that today. I was checking my my YouTube.
You hear that? There's a helicopter over my. Can you hear that helicopter?
Yes. What have you done, you bad girl?
Uh-oh. Look who else is here. Scotty Too Hottie. Woo! Scotty is here. Oh, there's just a ton of, there's wonderful channels in here. Start dropping your links, you all.
Well, Lazy Days Ahead is doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, Jesse.
Yes, thank you, Jesse. We appreciate Jesse and Lisa. Last Saturday evening was a blast. I'm telling you. I tell you, they gave away a coffee cup.
Uh-huh.
Listen, you and I could have shared that and been like caffeinated for the rest of the day. That cup, Jesse held up a 40-ounce cup, which 40 ounces is pretty big, right?
Uh-huh.
It looked like this compared to that. I mean, it was a little bitty. They gave out the most beautiful, huge. It was a huge cup.
Oh my goodness.
They sure did. Yeah. Amongst other wonderful books and just all kinds of things. They are such a blessing. You know that, don't you?
I do.
And at the very end, I stayed, I'm right there. They gave away, get this, and a small, not huge, but like a would fit on your counter. Thank you, Lord. That's a counter. Humidify. Oh, you take and you put your banana and it makes chips. What's that called? Dehydrator.
Oh, a dehydrator.
Yes. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, well, I can. Look at else who's just popped in.
Our sweetheart lady.
She's our sweetheart lady. Yes.
That is
Barefoot Lass.
Yeah. We're so glad that you're all joining us.
Yes, we are.
We just love Conquest Josh. And I think, was it about the first time we ever met him? He was fishing on the water. And his grandfather, who's now with the Lord, he was in the hospital, and we prayed for him.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, here comes Conquest Mama driving her dad, and they pulled up to where he was fishing. Do you remember that?
I do.
What a wonderful memory.
Yes, and we got to meet Josh's granddad
and his mother
and his mom, and that was really awesome. Yeah, that is one of our moment shows. There's moments that we've had with people, that we always remember, and that's one of them with Josh. Is a precious memory.
He was in the hospital, and he asked for prayer, and the next thing you know, he's pulling up.
Mm-hmm. So, well. Guess I let's talk about something real quick. We've been
sure.
Just
Josh,
real quick.
Josh is going to hang in there with us.
Yes. We've been telling like what silly day of the week it is on these Wednesdays And
Right.
today, March the 27th, is Little Red Wagon Day.
Get your little red. I can't say that. I took, Anne, you just had to say that with it.
Red
Red
Wagon.
Day. I took
Red
speech for
Wagon.
2 years because I cannot say my R's and W's together.
Well, today is Little Red Wagon. And so if you had one, I think they're so cute. I think we had one. We had one of them, didn't we,
Sure,
Lynn?
we had a PF flyer.
Yeah.
Hey, that just came to me.
Woohoo! Good. There you go. PF flyer.
Now, if you tried to buy one, because you and I love antiques and vintage. Vintage is, not quite there. It's kind of the age that we grew up in, vintage, mid-century, that kind of age. And, we would be hard pressed to buy,
Oh,
to
man.
be able to afford a little red wagon.
Couldn't afford it anymore. Not the original. Today is also American Red Cross Day.
Oh,
So this is the day that if you feel the unction to go and give blood, today
right.
might be your day
And
to give
also,
blood.
the Red Cross is there in cases of tragedy, emergencies, natural disasters. They're on their boots on the ground. And I know in Maryland, I'm sure that they are there.
I
with
was just going to say that. Yeah, on that terrible accident in Baltimore.
Right.
And yeah, I've been down there before. And Dave and I, we took a trip and we were down right there. We stayed in a hotel right there. And yeah, so that is just keep everyone in their prayers.
Absolutely.
Oh, what's Jesse say? Little Red Wagon Day is celebrated annually on the last Wednesday. Let me pull it up.
Oh,
Okay, it's a day to celebrate the power of imagination on wheels as children of all ages take flight with their little red wagon. Thank you.
well, and today is the last Wednesday of
It is.
March.
Yes.
So that's why they're celebrating it.
Yes.
What do you know? Yes. Nowadays, people have the red wagons and they set their flowered pots in there,
Yeah.
as decoration in their yards.
Do you see what Jesse put here? It's a day to celebrate the timeless appeal of childhood play and encourage families to spend time together, enjoying the simple pleasures of well-loved toy.
Well,
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse. Glinda said that her family had a green wagon.
Oh, okay.
And Grace and Fire says Red Cross is huge for military too. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So
okay, now I'm going to show you all something.
Okay.
It's a appreciation day for this little thing here. Woohoo! What's a manatee?
Whoa, and he ain't little because look at the human by him.
I know. Look how big he is. Today is Manatee Appreciation Day. Here's another. Isn't that cute?
That's the face a mother could love.
Yes, isn't he adorable?
Oh, look
at the
how
little
his
tiny eyes. Huh?
And look at his nostril. They're closed, so the water doesn't get in. Do you see that?
I see that.
Yeah, it looks like a little armor. Looks like a little round armor over his nostril.
I just noticed that.
Wow.
Yep, it's Manatee Appreciation. It is also Scribble Day. Are you guys scribblers?
Yeah, while you're waiting for you've been put on hold, right? You've been put on hold. And then
you just start coloring, or you're scribbling on a piece of paper, making different shapes, just scribbling. Today's your day. And I have one last thing. Jesse, if you can look this up.
Oh no, Jesse, hang on.
Hang on, Jesse. Look this one up. It is International Whiskey Day.
Wow. I bet there's some celebrations going around. Oh, and May 1st is the day for, I think Jesse said May 1st is the Red Cross is celebrated on, I believe that's World Red Cross Day.
Yes, World Red Cross.
Yeah, right.
There you go. All right,
Yes.
look up what it has to say about Whiskey
No.
Day.
Oh, and the major said it's be nice to, hold on now. It's a little animal. Hedgehog, was that it?
Oh, the groundhog?
No, I don't think he said groundhog.
Let me
Hi,
see.
cameraman.
Major said every day is Whiskey Day. And
Oh, no, this is National Be Nice to Hedgehog Day, is what Major said.
okay. International Whiskey Day is observed in a bid to celebrate the flavors, diversity, and rich history of the widely consumed drink. It's
Wow.
consumed a lot in this neck of the woods.
I know. I think
make
Grace
it.
Fire. Now, bourbon is bourbon whiskey. You're gonna find out how stupid I am.
Glenda may know.
Glinda, I know that bourbon considered a whiskey, or is that just something all by itself? I have no idea.
Let's see. Marked on 27th March every year, International Whiskey Day is observed in a bid to celebrate the. Oh, I already read that.
Yeah, you read that.
Sorry, y'all.
Are you drinking whiskey?
Oh no! Well, it's clear. Maybe it's clear.
Oh, and people also celebrate the day to show their support for those who suffer from Parkinson's disease.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes, there's benefits, but there's health risk associated with whiskey consumption.
Yes. So if you're a whiskey consumer, just be careful.
Right.
Be careful. We just ask you to be careful.
Yeah, because you can tell we drink whiskey. We don't even know if bourbon is whiskey.
No, but we know what moonshine is.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because we go down in that neck of the woods, right? I just call it Mountain Dew.
We just
I just call that good old stuff Mountain Dew. That's all that's Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Bourbon is from
Yeah.
Bourbon is from Kentucky, trademark. Okay.
So trademark of
Cameraman says it's a perfume. Conquest Josh said, "Oh, good old fire water." It's called the spirit for a reason.
I do want to say one time when I was in the military, I came into our building, and everyone, this was down south. I was in Alabama. Let's see. No, I was in South Carolina, and I came in to our building, and people were drinking White Lightning, and they were absolutely not here.
That's like next level. That'll kill you.
It was like they were just drinking a little bit in glasses, and they were gone. And that really spoke to me. And I said, if you can drink just 2 inches of something and not even know your name, right?
It's maybe something to stay away from.
I stayed away from that. That really scared me. I said, you know what? You could drink yourself like, you could hurt your liver or your brain, and I stayed away from that stuff.
Well, I hesitated whether or not to say it was Whiskey Day.
Right, because we know very little about whiskey.
That much. But anyhow,
we're not connoisseurs, right?
We don't. Yeah,
we're not connoisseurs. We're connoisseurs of pasta and pizza,
coffee,
carbs.
We're coffee snobs.
And Grace and Fire made a delicious pie. It's pie. Collab with Tony from Kettle Kitchen and Leanne from Mennonite Farmhouse, and it's a collab. And she did her pie. She used our mother's recipe, and it's a no bake pie. Sir Grace said it was delicious.
Oh, I bet. She's a really good cook.
She is. And I am a a connoisseur of sweets.
Yes, you are. Well, without further ado, we got to bring Josh in here. We've been chit-chatting too much.
Yes.
Josh, are you ready?
Come on in. Come on, open that door and let him in.
Okay, he's getting settled here.
Oh, okay.
You all set? Okay, here we come. Here comes Conquest Josh.
Yay, open that
door. Woo-hoo.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Josh, we apologize for our rambling.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
We've been rambling about the days. Oh my goodness.
Right.
What a wonderful day to have you, though. I mean, we're excited. You are
good. I'm excited also. I'm excited also. Not much of a whiskey drinker. I have drank a little bit of whiskey, but not much.
Yeah.
And then manatees. I actually got to see a manatee while I was fishing down in Florida.
Oh.
So that was really, really cool.
Are they huge?
They are huge. It's like a cow swimming under your boat.
Oh, like a cow. That's a good way. Yeah, they are. Well, look at this. Like you said, Lynn, look, see that picture?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the man over there? Yeah. They're, well, even bigger than a cow, aren't they? They're huge.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're huge.
Aren't they called the cows of the sea?
Yeah,
Jesse?
something like that.
There you go, Jesse.
But they're a gentle giant, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I think I saw a post just the other day about manatees and how like it's illegal to actually like touch them. But it was this manatee giving this lady a hug underwater. It was like it wrapped its arms or fins or whatever around around this lady's leg, and she had to sit there and float like this. And it's like, you know what? Like even if it's illegal, I'll go to jail. I'll cuddle a manatee. They're so cool.
Yes.
The Major says that's correct. They're called sea cows. Wow.
And did you see what the female manatee is called? Womanatee.
Womanatee.
And you know what man and woman together is called, Jesse? They're called humanity.
Very correct. Lynn, that was sharp.
I'm
right with it.
I'm with it. I can hang with Jesse.
Well, yeah, except for there's like a little bone of contention because she says, just saying all the time.
Not to do that. That is Jesse's.
I know. I know. And she's just,
Did I say it yesterday when I was with you?
No, not that
I corrected myself because, something is a sincere form of flattery. Imitation is a sincere form of flattery. So I've been imitating Jesse, on that quote. But it is Jesse's quote. Just saying.
And he might have got that from Larry the Cable Guy. Just saying.
Gosh,
I know the wife used to say "just saying" all the time to a point where my grandpa started to pick it up, and then he would give a little chuckle after he said it. He'd be like, "Oh, you just saying," and then he'd start laughing.
Well, we laugh about that all the time, stuff like that. So, but
what have you been up to, Josh? What is going on in Josh's
world? We're going to bring up your channel.
Well,
we want to make sure that everybody is subscribed.
I've been really, really busy. I know when I first moved in, I started doing a few videos and stuff, and I was really excited. And then I was like, okay, cool. Like, I usually give myself a little bit of a break every now and then. Yes. So I was going to do some stuff for hunting season, but then I wasn't really seeing anything. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do any videos for hunting season. And then the one day that I was like, you know what, I should do a video. And then I was like, well, I'm going to leave my stuff at home. I was actually out with my bow. And this is what I happened to get with my bow.
Oh.
So I was like, well, cool. I could have got that on camera, but then, you know.
Yes. But then maybe you wouldn't have gotten that buck.
Maybe. Sometimes when I decide to do something, you know, I don't usually have the best luck.
Wow.
Well, look at these. These were eagles that you saw? Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There was a fawn that got hit right down the road from my house. And it was laying in the middle of the road. And then so I've been tying some flies for fishing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I used some of the deer hair that I got from my deer.
Oh my god.
This is a really big pike jig.
Wow,
that is awesome.
Yeah, so that's all deer hair from the deer that I got this last season.
Wow.
Well, then so I drug that deer that got hit to the side of the road, and I just so happened to keep my deer knife in the car, in the truck. And then so I cut the tail, and I cut some of the fur on the hind quarters so that I could have some extra fur to do that. And I drug it to the side of the road. Well, a couple days later, there's like 5 eagles just sitting around in all those trees.
Oh my goodness, John.
I guess I don't know where their habitat is. Maybe Jesse, you could look that up.
It's all over here.
Is it all over the country?
West now?
Because I saw them.
We've got quite a few.
Wow. I had no idea.
I think there's bald eagles within an hour of our area. And
yeah. Oh, you think?
I think so. I think that we can travel and can get into bald eagle territory. Yes. Okay. In fact, I think there's a bald eagle that lives not too far even from me. We've seen them before, but not that many at one time.
No, I've never seen that many at one time. I think
that's the most that I've seen at one time.
Yes.
In forever. I know I've seen 2 or 3, but that's usually after deer season, and you put the scraps out at the end of the field. There'll be like really big red hawks. Obviously there's going to be crows and ravens and stuff, but you usually get those birds usually get the attention of the bigger predatory birds like eagles and stuff. So that was really cool to see. I thought, I was like, oh, I got to stop and I got to get this on camera really quick.
Oh, so that's wonderful.
Yes.
We want to say good morning to Access Through Christ.
Good morning.
Good morning. Jesse says they live all over the world on most every continent except Antarctica.
Yes. And
most eagles live in North America, Europe, Asia, and parts of Africa, where they can find plenty of food to eat. Eagles prefer to nest in tall trees where they have an unobstructed view. Wow. Well, no, if you look at all this,
we've got a lot of, I know, I live in a swamp, don't I?
No.
It's really wet around my house.
How far from a paved road do you live?
Like 2 miles, I think.
That's about okay.
It's not that bad, but I am like 20 minutes out of town, so
right. Well, we when Ann and I grew up in not
In
quite
Michigan.
your area, but in Michigan,
Yeah.
we were about 2 miles also from a paved road. We lived on dirt road. Yes.
Yeah. It was dirt and then they put rock on it. And
Yeah. I
after
mean,
we moved, they paved it.
yeah.
Many years later.
But
But
there's still non-paved roads, and I was up there a few years back, and you can still travel several miles on non-paved roads in our area.
oh yeah, well, one of my best friends, she does.
I went with you last year, and I don't know how far. She lives about 2 miles from a paved road.
At least.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Michigan has a lot of unpaved roads.
I know. Thank God.
Where we live, if you live on an unpaved road, you are really in the country, aren't you, Ann?
Oh yeah.
If you where we live. Oh wow. Oh, so this is how they start. Is this the beginning of their new life with you, Josh?
Oh yes, absolutely. Blank, and then I put all those colors on them in different patterns and stuff.
Now, Josh, did you know? When did you find out you were an artist? Because this is artistry.
I wouldn't say that I'm an artist, but I'm pretty creative, and I've almost always been really creative.
It takes talent to do these kind of things, Josh.
Did you always have it growing up that you could well, today's National Scribble Day. Did you know that you could scribble out art?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, as a kid growing up, what kid doesn't really scribble a whole lot?
Look at how
And
pretty.
then my mom's a really good artist. She likes to paint canvases and stuff. She likes pour painting and stuff like that. So I mean, I've always kind of grown up around some sort of artsy fartsy kind of stuff. I remember my mom actually, don't tell anybody, but my mom borrowed one of the old school projectors from my grandpa's classroom when we used to teach, and then they did a big Red Wing octopus on my wall. And then after my Red Wing room, she painted it all Michigan State Spartans.
Yes, Michigan State. Yes. Yep. I worked for University of Michigan.
Okay. All right.
I was a secretary way back in about over 50 years ago. I was a secretary there.
I will say this. I mean, being a Spartan fan, I don't really like the blue and yellow, but when it comes to our home state teams going against everybody else, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Aren't Spartans have a green to them though? Aren't they green?
Yeah, green and white.
Green and white.
Yep.
Years ago when I went to a weekend there on campus. It was to kids to check out, the different colleges. So they had like a weekend, and so I went up there and got to stay in a dorm and all that. And I remember going to the bookstore, and everything was green and white, and I never made it there, but it's one of my memories. I have pictures of being there.
Yeah, my grandpa's actually an alumni from MSU, so that's really cool.
Oh, that is neat.
Wow, that is.
Well, we have Michigan ties deep in us.
Deep, yeah. Put on what Conquest Mama said.
Oh, I did.
Do it again, though.
There we go.
No. She says, "I'm the old art fart." Josh, next time, I don't know if this would work out, but next time it would be really cool when you're our guest again to have your mom stop by and bring some of her art and kind of get to know Conquest Mama too, if she's up to it. And just for a few minutes, show us some of where you originated from, the art that you grew up with.
Oh, that would be really cool.
That would be cool, Conquest Mama.
That would be really cool. And I have this awesome desk now that I can work from.
Oh. Yes. And do you have an awesome view out your desk?
I do. Here, I'll show you guys. This is what I get to see.
Oh, wow.
A bunch of woods and some water.
Wow, you are out in the woods.
Yeah, and that's going to all green up and be thick with beautiful leaves and.
Oh yeah, and I've been cutting out a lot of there's a couple of dead ash trees out there, and I've been trying to get them all cut out of there. That way they don't fall on the house. And
right.
I've got wood for my wood burner and everything. So
yes,
ash is a really good hardwood.
Oh. Josh, does your mother have a channel? Access Through Christ would love to see her art. And we would too.
Oh, she does have Conquest Mama. Yeah. We need to get you set up, Mama, to show off your art, Mama.
Yes, Mama.
Does she? But she has it. Oh, I see.
She's got it. She's got
a channel, but there's nothing there.
Right.
Yeah, she's got so many canvases. I think we did a video for her once.
I don't see any. Is there anything there? Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, well, these would be playlists. She's got a bunch of playlists.
Right, that she likes. Yes.
But we would like to see your art and have you come on with, if you want, can come on either by yourself or if you feel more comfortable with Josh.
Yes.
But we would love to have you on and show your art. So think about it. You can think about it. Yep. Empty. You got to put some stuff out there.
I know we did a video before. It's probably way down in the bottom of the list, though.
Go to yours. Go to his. On your channel, Josh?
It might be on there.
Okay.
I'd have to find it.
Well, you've been busy with all your lists, your playlists.
Oh, I've been so busy. Well, I was hunting season was kind of a bust.
Oh, why?
Oh.
Sort of, as far as getting any videos and stuff. But I was gonna do some stuff for ice fishing, and then all of a sudden our winter just didn't want to show up, and it was really cruddy outside.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, you've got to have a good winter. You've got to have.
I know we got some ice, and it was late January when we got ice, and then so I got to go out a few times. I was scouting. I usually like to go out and scout before I start fishing to make sure that I've got a good spot, and then I'll go, okay, next weekend or whatever, I'm gonna go out and film. But then it was like mid-February, and then we got that week straight of like 50, 60, 70 degree days. We had a day that was like 73 degrees up here, and literally everything melted. And I follow some of the fishing resorts out on a few of the lakes, and they said, yeah, the ice isn't good. It's not worth it to go out on. So I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Huh.
But I did get to test out my new lures, which is awesome.
Oh, really. Let us see.
Okay, so I showed you the ones that I tied with deer hair, which I actually have to credit my cousins for making the jigs that I used. So these are lead jigs that they actually make themselves. So they fish all the time. I mean, all the time. And you know, when you go to a spot that's really popular, you'll see line that's kind of all over the place, and people have little lead sinkers on their lines and stuff. Well, they go and they pick up the banks a little bit and they collect all those pieces of lead. Well, they've got a mold that they will melt they'll melt the lead, they'll put the hooks in the mold, and then they'll pour the lead in, and then it forms around the hook. And then
that's
so they gave me a bunch of them. And then I tied all the deer fur around them. So this is their hooks that they made, and then I tied it up with a bunch of deer fur.
Wow. And they made that just from lead that they picked up off the ground or wherever?
Yeah. So I mean, it's free lead, so why not, right?
Why not? That is Hey, have you got a store? You need to sell these online.
I know. I'm tech savvy to a point. Like I can come on here and whip out a video and edit and stuff, but I'm not really the greatest salesman. I would rather just I was telling my cousin the other day that I would rather just give you fishing lures than sit here and go, well, yeah, my fishing lures are worth this much money, and I put this much time, and that time's worth this amount of money. That's, I mean, not to try and be lazy or anything, but I'd rather just go, oh, you love fishing? Oh, okay, here's some lures.
Right. Well, we love our lure.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, I'm sure somebody here could help you do that. Some of these fellas in here that
oh, I'm sure I'll have to reach out one of these days. I have been, so this winter I went from painting those crankbaits that I gave to you guys, and I was like, well, I want to be able to be adaptable depending on what the season is. And I said, well, why don't I start tying flies? Because a long time ago, my grandpa took me to like an outdoor convention, I think it was, or maybe it was a fishing convention. And I saw this guy actually tying like the fancier flies, which I've got too big of fingers to try and figure out how they even do that. But I was like, man, that's really cool. So my grandpa actually got me a little vise that holds hooks and stuff. And I started, just gluing on like fur and whatever else. It's really cute when you see it now. You're like, oh, you can tell a little kid made that. But now I was like, I want to start tying flies. And I just so happened to come across a book that my grandpa gave me a super long time ago. It's How to Tie Freshwater Flies. Which is really cool.
Gosh.
Now this is your little short.
It even says from Grandpa on there.
Oh.
But this is really cool because it's a guy came up with it, and he's got a whole bunch of different stuff on here. Like he's got a whole bunch of different things, and he goes step by step on how to make a bunch of these. And so I've been looking into it and stuff. I'm not the greatest at it, but hey, there's Bones.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Bones.
We miss Bones. He's not been around for a while.
I know he's been rather busy, like busy.
Okay.
So hopefully we get to see him sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
There he is. Yes.
He's our truck driver buddy.
That's my buddy Bones.
Yes. And you guys are kayaking, gonna go fishing.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be nice to be on that water, Lynn?
I would love it.
That lake, apart from it being really cold, it was so beautiful in there. And there was a little hidden like nook that had like a little pond, and it was like glass water. It was awesome. You got to sneak in this little tiny creek thing. It wasn't very far, but it was really cool to be kind of tucked in there.
We have a state park about 20 minutes from where Cameraman and I live, and they just showed that they're stocking it again with more trout. I'm excited.
Awesome.
He caught a huge trout last year. It fed 3 of us, Josh.
Oh, yes. That sounds like my kind of trout.
I baked it, and it fed 3 of us. Oh, it was so yummy. So
there's the little nook that you kind of sneak into, but then it opens back up, and I could have swore there was going to be some bass up in there, but I don't know. We didn't end up catching anything on Lake 15, but it was really, really beautiful.
Look at that right there. Just look at that. Beautiful. Yep, just like a mirror. Well, I got to say, Ann, all this is starting to make me hungry.
Oh.
Let's hang on now. We got to finish. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We'll have to come back to that, Ann.
Yes. Oh, I will. I've got the video up. It's still going. So we will.
Good. Fishing with Josh and Bones. Conquest, Josh and Bones.
So,
okay.
What time is it, Lynn?
I think it's, I'm hungry. It must be snack time.
It's snack time. It's snack time. It's time to reveal what you have to snack on. You guys are healthy. Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, we were in Costco the other day, and they come across there. It was Glenda saw it, and it was Michigan cherry. They're like tiny biscottis, but it said they were Michigan cherries.
Yes,
and oh man, huh?
You let me have one. Me and Cameraman.
We all tried them.
Time you go to Costco, they were like 5 something.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'll give you some money next time you go to Costco. Get me a bag. Well, the thing is, I can actually have those. There's no nuts in them. There's white pieces of chocolate. Ooh boy! Can you see what's going on here?
Oh.
Ooh, it's tart. Okay.
What's everybody snacking on?
Oh, access through Christ. You aren't going to believe this. Cameraman and I, we just bought some dates the other day, and we've been snacking on dates. Oh my gosh.
Major's going to have a kebab. Okay. Barefoot's drinking her coffee, and so is Access.
Coffee snacks.
Yeah, and that great big Yeti.
I know. I love it so much. It's my amount of coffee.
That's the new color. Here, show it again. If you're interested in Yetis, they have a new color this year. That beautiful green.
Yes.
Didn't they have a couple other colors that were bright like that?
They have they've got a red one.
That's bright red.
I think they've got a purple one. They've got the blue one, the really light, like sky blue or robin's egg blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they come out with different colors every once in a while. Okay, I'm going to go back to the video.
Cameraman, if you're listening, let's consider fishing this afternoon. Just think about it.
It might be a good day because it's kind of overcast and cloudy here.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, in 20 minutes, we can be on the lake.
It's always a good day to go fishing. Whether you catch anything or not, it's not called catching, it's called fishing, and it's better than any day at work.
Now our brother goes up, he has gone up north with his grown sons and they have gone what they went for. What did they get, Lynn? It was salmon? No.
Yeah, Soho.
Salmon.
Yeah, whatever the salmon are running. Yeah.
Yeah. and in ice fishing.
Yes, ice fishing. I wish we would have had a better ice fishing season.
Yeah, we had the mildest winter this year. Huh?
Yeah, it was so gross. It was so gross. If it's going to be cold enough to go ice fishing. If it's not going to be cold enough to go ice fishing, be at least 60 degrees. Why not? Be comfortable outside.
Well, we've had some of them days, a lot of days like that. I have a magnetic bracelet on, and I just look down and look at got my. Oh gosh.
I want to welcome Julie Russell.
Yes.
Julie, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Our guest Conquest Josh this morning. Welcome. Hey, that's right. We used to get morel mushrooms in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Well, we do. I will say this. I've been writing with I've been going to physical therapy, and the DAV Disabled American Vets have been driving me to my appointments. And this one man that I rode with recently, he said he got over 500 mushrooms at this one spot.
500.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It's near the Amish, but it's up in a forestry. He took us there, and the Amish they have the most beautiful farms in this one area, not too far from where I live, Ann.
Yeah. Wow.
The forestry backs up to it, and it was in the forestry.
Wow. Yeah, we like those morels. The thing about them, you just gotta soak them really good in salt water.
Get all the ants out, bugs out.
Mm-hmm.
I got really lucky because the last house I lived at, we had morels that grew right in the backyard. And then the neighbors didn't realize that they had morels in their front yard. So maybe, just maybe, I might have snuck over there at nighttime and picked a few.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's a good thing I did, because the next day they mowed their grass.
Oh.
And I was like, no, because there was such a big softball morel. I should have just grabbed it.
Oh.
But I wanted them to notice and go, oh, yeah, here's some morels. After they mowed their grass, though, I told them, hey, you got to check for the morels that are out here before you mow your grass in the springtime, because they start popping all over the place.
Yes.
Well, Josh, you really need to get a storefront.
I know. I definitely need to get a store. I've got so much fishing stuff. It's not even funny, which I'm lucky to even have all this fishing stuff. And I'm a lot more organized than I usually am, but this is a bunch of stuff to tie.
Oh, let me come off of this.
Then I've got tungsten beads, and I've got these strips of rubber. It's called Kelly's nymph skin that wrap around. I've got bobbins to hold my thread so that I can whip them on. And then I've got all sorts of kinds of goodies in my junk drawer over here. let's see. I've got something really cool.
All right.
Got the little whiskers from a snow brush for your car. This is actually from Bones.
Oh.
He pulled all these out from like a really worn out snow brush, and then he used that snow brush, the handle of it,
Yeah.
as a light holder when we were out on Lake 15 in that video that you showed. So that was really cool.
Wow.
I've got moose. I've got fur from moose. Got moose fur.
Oh.
I've got elk fur.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Which is pretty cool. I've got so much stuff. It probably drives the wife nuts.
Well,
How is your family doing, Josh?
Yes.
My
last time
family is
we
doing
spoke
pretty
with
good.
you, your wife had surgery. You were in chat.
Yes, she did have surgery, and she's actually doing very good. We had a doctor's appointment that we had to travel to Traverse City yesterday, and the doctor says that everything's looking really, really, really good. And in about 3 weeks, she will be 110%.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yay. Thank you, Lord.
I know. I'm so proud of her.
Wow,
she's doing a really good job. And she hasn't been able to lift anything. So not, what is it, like a gallon of milk is too heavy. So she's rather enjoyed getting to have me take care of her.
You must be her driver.
Right. We know someone else too that's in chat.
Yeah. A gallon of milk's about 8 pounds.
8 pounds.
Yeah.
So you don't,
Grace and Fire. Grace and Fire. Glinda had surgery recently on her shoulder. And so she can only pick up a can of pop with her, the surgery hand. Only a can of pop.
Well, we got to thinking it must be just both of them.
Okay. Well, she doesn't pick up anything.
No. And I've been her driver. I've been driving Miss Daisy everywhere. And this afternoon, I'm taking her to get her hair done.
Oh, you're going back to the big city today?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I'm going to take her to get her hair done. And then we
Some
have
funky hairdos.
And then she has PT and Sir Grace. So they go together. So and we've been doing other stuff too. We just been doing whatever we want to do.
Well,
that's good.
Going to meeting cameraman and I at Costco.
We met you guys at Costco, and we just go shopping or get a cup of coffee, or I've been having a good time with my kids. She's done in 3 weeks also. Yeah.
That's good. That's
wow.
Really good. Yeah, well, and it was kind of perfect because the wife had surgery. What was it? Right before spring break. So then the kiddos got to go on to spring break, and then so they got to spend a lot of time with mom, which is really awesome. They had a lot of. But we were gonna go up to the UP to Whitefish Point for spring break, but we ended up getting some bad news that my wife's grandpa passed away, so we ended up going down to Illinois for the funeral. So we got to go on a road trip, but it wasn't the road trip that we really wanted to, but we got to see some family and have some family time anyways.
Those are sad moments, but it does bring families out and together, and you can reconnect with your cousins and your aunts and uncles and those that were close to the person. So that's sorry to hear that, Josh.
We are very our condolences to your wife's family and you.
We just never know, right? We don't know from day to day or minute to minute.
We could go whenever God wants us to come home.
Right. And our dad, he used to say, stay close to God, stay close to the Lord.
Right.
Because we don't know, stay close. Be ready.
Be ready.
Be ready.
That's right. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go see what kind of bucks are up there. You know, what kind of fishing I can get into.
Will you be my fishing buddy?
I will love to be your fishing buddy.
Oh, that's yay.
I want to pet a lion, a big male lion with all the
can lay down and roll over. And,
just and the deer that I see, around. We used to have deer come in our backyard. I just want to go up and touch them, but you don't dare. They'll
wait till we ride them horses, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. That's right.
There's a gospel song about let us ride or ride out. I mean, I can't think of it right now. I can hear it in my head, but just think till we ride one of them big old gospel horses.
Well, at least that's all you're hearing in your head. Look here. Whoops. There we go. We're getting the
in heaven, of course, Linda. We're talking about heaven. That's right. Fishing on the Crystal Sea all together.
Oh, exactly. Right. Exactly.
Boy, that is you are so talented.
Well, I try. There's much better painters than I am.
No, the thing is though, like when to stop, when to start. You have a feeling that like this is it. I've got it. Okay, little more, little here, little there, and it just comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know what God meant by a unicorn. Yes. Conquest Mama, I've heard people talk about it. I've went blank. It's an animal we know, but I got to be honest with you. I've just, you through your lifetime, you hear so many messages and you hear so many explanations, and it's there, but I can't pull it out.
Well,
right.
I think my keyboard died.
Well,
oh no.
It's an extra one. I'm going to look that up.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm stuck to the keyboard.
I've got you guys on my laptop, and I bought a really nice Lenovo laptop for when I was going to school.
Oh.
Well, I know that it's been used and abused because now my G key, my H key, and now as of last night, my W doesn't want to work, and I have to use an external camera.
Oh.
It's hanging in there. It's hanging in there, and then if I ever need to type anything, then I usually just go over to my phone, and then I'll bring up like Facebook Messenger or something, and I'll type it all out on my phone, and then I'll send it to myself so I can see it on my computer, and then I just copy and paste it.
Well, okay. I'm looking up that unicorn, and
Conquest Mama said some say pose.
Well, I just went to this site, and it said there's several passages about unicorns: Numbers, Deuteronomy, Job, in Psalm, and Isaiah. And they said some of them refer to it as a beast with one horn. Another interpretation is a rhinoceros. They just have one horn, don't they? Yep. It says the original Hebrew is the word R-E-E-M, which is translated something else, and get to it, and it was wild ox.
Wild ox.
So I don't know. I mean, we don't know.
No, rhinos are chubby unicorns.
Yeah, they would be. They would be, wouldn't they? That's funny. That they would be.
I know little girls like to have unicorn parties and unicorn cakes and cupcakes. And,
yeah. Now you're drawing.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And now you're going to do more on top of it.
So that takes quite a talent.
It does.
Not just anybody could do that, because you have to have your dexterity in your hands and
your sprayer.
no one. Yeah.
At times, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually find those sprayers for a good price on Amazon. There's some of them that'll come with like, so there's a compressor, so like a little air compressor, but it's smaller. It's not like one of those huge giant ones that you see like in a garage or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of them come with like one sprayer or two different guns. Mine came with 3 different guns.
Oh, wow.
Which is really cool. I think the most pain in the butt out of all of that is washing out the guns in between colors.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But now, I mean, I'm using acrylic, so the acrylic stuff dissolves in water.
Oh.
So it makes it nice, but down right. Mm-hmm. So at the tip of that gun where the paint comes out, it's out of just a little tiny itty bitty hole, and then there's a little spot that the air comes out of also. So and then there's a needle, a really long needle that runs in through that gun. So when you pull the trigger, it pulls the needle back a little bit, and it allows the paint to come out. And that is the most difficult spot to clean, is right there at that nozzle.
Yes, so, I can imagine. It's so small.
And if you don't clean a bunch of it out, like it'll start to gunk up, and then your paint doesn't flow very good. I'm a stickler for really getting it as clean as I possibly can. So sometimes some of those lures are really long to get done. Like the process takes a long time.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's a labor intensive.
But there's other lures that I like to paint that are just like maybe a couple of colors. I can get away with 3 colors pretty quick. Those lures, they come. I don't think they're all downstairs. Those lures are all blank, so they're all like see-through, transparent.
Right. Yeah, I think we saw that at the beginning.
Yes. Yeah. And then I put a base coat.
There's one.
White.
There's one. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, I put a base coat of white on if I want the colors to be really solid, or you can just start to paint them the way they are, and it kind of comes out and gives sort of kind of like a transparent type. Now you can get transparent acrylic paints, and then it'll really have that really cool transparent color.
Wow.
But I don't have any of the transparent paints, which I should probably get some, because there's a couple of lures that I have that have like a holographic film on the inside of it. So if you paint the top and then you paint the belly and kind of leave the side exposed a little bit, you can see the reflection of the holographic detail inside, which is really kind of cool.
Wow. Let's see. I wanted to say hello to Kimberly.
Yes. Good morning, Kimberly.
Good morning. So glad that you joined us. We've been chatting with Conquest Josh, as you know, and it's you're getting ready to put some look what he's doing.
That's cute. Oh. But yeah, it takes a talent to do that kind of stuff, Josh.
We were talking earlier about the camera angle and stuff. That's actually probably the better camera angle that I was able to get. But I had to use my GoPro on my tripod and my GoPro doesn't really zoom in very much.
Mm-mm.
It has different settings. It's a GoPro Hero 8, I think. It's got a couple of settings that you can go like super wide, or you can kind of get it to come in closer, but it doesn't get in close enough.
Yeah, and it's not an automatic zoom. It's not.
You have to go on there and like fart with it.
I know. I don't like that. That's one thing I don't like. They're not automatic zooms, but wow, look at that.
I know. Beautiful.
I know, and that's all at the kitchen table. I have yet to spray any lures at my new desk. My sister-in-law got me a new desk for Christmas.
Oh.
I've got all my stuff, and I've got my tomatoes going.
Look at that. Yes.
They're sitting here getting sunlight. I've got my bigger tomatoes, and I've got my small. What were they? They were like honey.
The cherry tomatoes.
They were like a honey gold or something. It's they're the orange, this really tiny orange tomatoes. I could eat a million of those.
Oh, me too. And hey, Glenda and I were talking about that yesterday. He said, I can't wait. We can't wait for tomatoes to be cut. But then by the time it's over with, you're just like, no more tomatoes for a while.
Yeah, I know. I always get, the wife always yells at me because most of the time we go to the Amish because they've got a greenhouse that they sell a bunch of the plants and stuff. They've got it set up really nice. And I like to get my corn from them too, corn seed. Oh. And it's peaches and cream. It's such a good sweet corn. Oh my gosh, that's
sweet corn.
We usually go there, and then the wife usually yells at me because she's like, you know what, you got a whole plat full of tomatoes. Do you need that many tomatoes? And it's like, yeah, I need that many tomatoes. It's like, no, nobody needs that many tomatoes. But I think it's just fun because tomatoes are so easy to grow, and you don't really have to do very much to them except for water them and make sure that they stay up instead of falling over, breaking. But I mean, anybody can grow tomatoes, so I think that's kind of why I like growing tomatoes.
Well,
and they're just good.
We're gonna find out. Josh, I'm participating in the Vineyard Chicks Homestead and Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, and one other one, and I know it, and it just went out of my. And I'm doing the hashtag Survival Seeds 2024, and so I need to transplant my seeds. I mean, my seedlings, right? Is that what they are now? Seedlings. I need to get them transplanted in the next day or two because they have totally outgrown their container that they are in.
Oh, I know. I started I didn't start the other ones, but I started these ones, and they popped up in like 3 or 4 days. They popped up so quick, but now they're starting to get a little bit too big for the container.
Yes, that's what mine too. So if anyone is interested, you contact the Vineyard Chicks, and they will send you 6 different seeds to start. And maybe Jesse and Glenda can help me, but there are tomatoes, there are beets, there are green beans, there are onions, there are squash, and there's one other one. And mine are all doing well, but if I don't get them into something larger. Okay, I will call you before I do it because they green beans, sorry, and green beans. And my green beans are now this tall, and they're starting to offshoot. So anyway, I'm enjoying it. I don't really know that I have a green thumb, but
yes, you do. You've been growing tomatoes and peppers and stuff right around.
That's the only 2 things. We live in a mobile home park, so we have to grow in containers, or our landlord let us put a small little flower spot in. It's not I don't know. It might be 4 feet across. It's just a small oval shaped, and I have flowers that come up each year in that spot. But pretty much we grow in buckets.
Yeah. So this is the link. The email, you contact the Vineyard Chicks,
right?
And they will, if you want to participate, they send you everything you need to do.
Yeah.
So, and then you'll do a video tell them what you're going to, you got your seeds and this is what I'm going to grow. And then I guess you'll do another one, right?
You can do, if you would like to post what's going on, and I should do that.
Yeah. Morris Fortner. Woohoo!
This is our brother.
We were talking about you going up north salmon fishing in ice fishing.
Conquest Josh is up north. And
yeah, he's there.
Oh, show some of show his lures. Show his
okay.
Lures. Josh makes these. He's made these, and then he also makes what do you call the longer ones, Josh?
Oh, the crankbaits.
Crankbait? Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You say hi?
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetie.
This is my wife Megan and my youngest Cece.
Hi,
Megan.
Nice. We just love Josh.
Oh.
He says nothing but good things about you too.
Oh.
Well, of your husband is our son. he's our
We've got a lot of sons, don't we, Lynn?
We have lots of sons and nephews. I have a nephew out there. He's still here rambling with the Bruins. Scotty. He's a nephew in the YouTube world.
Morris, watch this here. This is what Josh does. He doesn't have a store. We got to get him a storefront online, but he makes fishing lures and show him. Okay, what kind you had? What was the different hair you showed us?
I've got.
and show your sinker ones made out of sinkers.
So I've got
lead.
I've got elk fur, and I've got moose fur. And
show your leads.
You've got deer fur that you've taken off of deer.
Yep, yeah, I've got deer fur. I've got deer fur on this one.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now tell the story about the lead again real quick.
Okay, so the lead is lead that my cousins actually clean up off of like the shorelines where they go fishing. They pick up a bunch of like other people's sinkers that they leave lying around. And then let's see if I can get one. They have a process where they pour all the lead after it's melted into a jig, and then they make their own lead jigs.
Fish hooks.
Yeah.
Isn't that something, Morris?
Recycling. That's a free recycle.
They could also make other things with that.
And then to buy the hooks themselves they're not expensive. And then like even the eyeballs. Even the eyeballs. I mean,
wow. Yeah, I can. That's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, got a red eyeball.
Very expensive. I've got a million eyeballs laying around here somewhere.
We're just loving seeing your baby.
On you and your daughter. On you and your daughter, sweetheart.
Oh, she's cute as a button.
She knows she is too.
Yeah, she knows.
She's a ham.
Well, Mama's lovely also.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
So
You got your Mackinac Island sweatshirt on.
Yep.
Ann and I love Mackinac Island. Where we live, they call it, they'll say, I'm going to Mackinac.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to go up to the mighty Mackinac.
Yeah, we say, no, it's Mackinac.
yeah. One of my best friends lives there still. Well, a couple of them several of them live there.
Well, no, hold on. Is that Mackinac? Or is that Mac? Oh, yeah. Okay. I
It's
can see it now. Yeah. Thank you.
But she goes up, I mean, like every other week up and crosses the bridge because that's where her son and family lives. She goes up there to babysit and take care of the kids. But so she's over that bridge and she'll call me every time she's traveling and she'll say, oh, I'm on the bridge or I made it to the bridge or whatever. But that's a long haul from down here.
I know.
There, and her son lives in the UP.
All of us trolls that live south of the bridge.
There's Michigan. That's all you need to know.
Right. We still get teased about like Tuesday and how we speak and where we're from. When we first moved here, everybody wants to talk to you in line. The checkout lady would talk and talk and talk and talk. That's what they do down here. And you're like, let's just get done. Let's just get done. Because Michigan is like, let's just get done and get out of here and get with it, But in the South,
it depends on who you're around in Michigan because
that's true.
With my family, we're related to the Ingalls', and it's always the Ingalls goodbye. You say goodbye. Yep. And then you move a few feet towards the door and then you turn around and then you have to tell another story before you can say goodbye again. And that story has to be at least 5 minutes long for you to get to your next goodbye.
It's like a 2-hour-long process to say
goodbye. Oh, yeah. I must be related to you guys.
That's kind of how we, we are. And
that's the truth.
So, yep. But, Josh, this has been wonderful.
I'll let you guys finish up.
Okay, bye. Look at the little one. I could just grab her and love on her. She's so cute. Oh, how old is she?
She just turned 1 on March 2nd.
Is she walking?
She started walking yesterday.
Oh, Josh.
Which is really cool because I was sleeping.
I
wasn't feeling the greatest yesterday. And I had a really bad migraine after we traveled over to Traverse City. So I laid down for a little while and put a blanket over my head. And then I get woken up to everybody yelling and screaming and clapping and going, yay! And then my wife came in and was like, hey, your daughter just walked for the first time. And I was like, are you serious? But we got her to do it a few more times after I woke up and I was feeling
good.
A little bit better.
Well, she is sweet, adorable.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you.
I miss them days myself, having little ones running around but I've got a great granddaughter now, so we'll see. Hope I get to see her again soon, Glenda. Grandma.
Yeah, there you go.
Great grandma needs to see her soon.
We're going to see her at our little get together, aren't we?
Yeah. But
and you'll probably see her before that.
I'd like to. But anyhow, well, Josh, this has been so nice, and we just love having you on. And we want everybody, please, if you are not a subscriber to Josh's channel, please go right now over to Conquest Josh. And I know that his link has been dropped more than once in there. Make sure we get it down there now, you guys, so we can get him some more subscribers. And and then Josh, you all got to work on getting Mom to do some videos. We want to see
I
her
know.
beautiful. We want to see her art. Now she had a channel, so you could subscribe. Conquest Mama. Huh?
I subscribe to her other channel.
Okay.
Serene.
Oh, okay.
That one. Conquest Mama. Put your other one. Put your other one in. The name, because I went over and I subbed to you.
Is it Serenity? Let's see.
Yes. Yeah, I just subbed. I can probably find it again real quick.
Of course, my S button isn't working. Ha! We found another button that's not working.
Oh no.
Serenity Room Studios, is that right?
Yes.
Serenity Room Studios. Yes.
So I don't know. Can somebody drop that link?
Let's see if I can find it. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. It was on my Wolf's Hollow Survival one.
Oh, and you have that other channel.
I do. I always forget about that channel because now I just kind of concentrate on Conquest Josh, but I should put some other stuff on that.
And you want to, what is it called again?
Okay.
I'm trying to drop it.
Okay. There's Conquest Mama.
I remember we did a video kind of going through some stuff.
Yeah. I think
But now she's got since then she's got oh man, that's 6 years ago. Holy cow, Mama, we need to update we need to update some stuff.
You're going to have some more subscribers now, so you got to get busy and do some stuff.
I know.
And Josh, you got Josh's other channel there, Lynn?
What's your other channel, Josh?
Wolf.
Okay, Wolves. So Wolf with an S, and then Hollow, and then Survival. Wolf's Hollow Survival. Nicknamed after one of our camps out in the woods.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, we named one Wolf's Hollow, and then we named another one Wolf's Den. We got 2 of them hanging out in the woods, but we made the channel.
Yeah. It says Josh and Jared.
Yep, that's me
Josh
and my buddy.
Jared,
we usually
right?
do stuff. Yep.
Okay, I'm subscribing to you right now.
Channel together.
Okay, you can drop that link then.
I'm doing it.
Or Josh. Barefoot got there first. So you have to kind of click on it, but
I know I'm so slow.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it there. We got it.
Survival.
Yep. So go over and subscribe to those channels, and let's see these channels grow.
I know I haven't done anything on that. I haven't done anything on that channel in a really long time. My buddy Jared and I used to do a whole ton of stuff on that channel. We did an amateur trapping series, which we went through how to kind of trap coyotes. And we actually got a coyote, but I don't remember if we filmed it or not. But it runs through like how to treat your traps and how to set your traps and where you should kind of maybe set your traps, all while we're trying to concentrate on what to say and not laugh at each other constantly.
Your mom said the bloopers are funny.
Oh my gosh, the bloopers are they're ridiculous. I could have had, I was trying to film a video. What was it, yesterday? No, it was the day before yesterday. And it was just going so silly. I decided not to even do anything with it, but I was gonna go out. I've got a pond next to the house, and it's really overgrown, and there's a bunch of dead ash trees that are still standing, and a lot of that wood is really, really good wood still. So I was gonna go and cut it down, and I promised I'm gonna do some better videos on cleaning up that pond, because eventually I want to plant it with fish. And it's so overgrown that there's a bunch of cleaning that needs to happen. Well, so I started up the video with putting on a new chain for the chainsaw. And I was like, okay, cool. And then so it was going good until I went over to the pond and started to try and start the chainsaw. Well, I got it to start, but then it died immediately and I was out of gas. So I said, of course I'm out of gas. I come up and I fill it up with gas, go back down to the pond, and I fired it up and I said, all right, now we're cooking. We're going to cut down a tree and just do a really short, hey, I miss everybody. Come hang out with me at the Ann Lynn show, and a few other details and stuff. I started to try and cut some of the brush to clean up around the tree that I was going to cut up. And then I discovered that, well, it wasn't cutting anything because I put the chain on backwards. So I said, are you serious? I don't have any gas. And then I put the chain on backwards. And then I was like, you know what? I said,
better just call it a day.
I said, this is just all blooper material right here.
Oh, that is funny.
That's funny. Just forget about it. Forget about it. Well, we know one thing. Major's in here from London. And last week we talked about him and you are bow. You like to use a bow and arrow. And yeah,
he wants you to make a bow.
Yeah, make a bow.
Make a bow. That would be cool.
Okay, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Archery. Thank you. It's archery.
Yeah, archery.
That's what you're both interested in. Yes.
So
yeah, I know we have to do. We've been talking for a really long time about an archery challenge. Now, how we're gonna do an archery challenge, I have no idea. But I think it would be cool, maybe for both of us to come up with maybe like 2 or 3 ideas, and then maybe we could have you guys draw out of a hat to see who does it.
Okay, we'll do it, won't we, Lynn?
That'd be one. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be one way to do it.
So, Major, you've got our email. Josh, you our email, and you two can just kind of coordinate it through with Ann at emails right now, and then we'll go from there. What do you think, Ann?
That's fine.
Absolutely.
We just got to have a date. You guys got to pick the date and the time and all that.
Right, and we'll, because we know that you and of course Major is 4 or 5 hours ahead of us. I forget. I think 4 right now for us.
Yeah, 4 right now.
Because we sprung forward, right? So,
right.
But so 4 hours isn't like terribly bad. If it's 10 o'clock for you, it's 2 o'clock for him. So it's not going to shouldn't be too much of a challenge right now on the time. So
right.
But you guys coordinate it, and Ann can coordinate it, and that's.
Well, I just need to know when. We just need to know when.
Right. That sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, until then, Josh, I think we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. Our time's about up, and but we really thank you. It's such a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you guys for having me on, and thank you everybody for tuning in.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and we just he's a sweetie, isn't he?
Yes, you are, Josh.
I try.
And your lovely wife, and your sweet, and I know
you just squeeze that little girl to yeah.
Well, I know she's a good cuddler, but she's pretty wild and crazy. Most of the time, she doesn't cuddle anymore because she's on the go.
Yeah, she's learning everything.
Growing up now.
Yeah,
the The world
Yeah,
is
she's
expanding.
discovering, oh, I have a hand. Oh, I have 2 hands. I like that one that first time. I have a mouth. Oh, I like that, you know.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
likes to put everything in her mouth, so
Yeah.
we gotta make sure that everything's super clean.
Yeah,
Yes,
babies,
and
that's how
is
babies
so
do.
difficult. Mhm.
Yeah. But Josh,
Well,
we what?
I
Go
started
ahead,
to
Lynn.
say, I still tell my family, wash your hands when we come in from the store. I try not to. They're all adults, right? But it's like a habit for years and years. First thing our mother would say to me, wash your hands.
Yeah.
You've been out and about.
Yeah, come in, wash your hands, wipe your face off, comb that hair.
Yeah.
But well, anyhow, Josh, we're doing that long goodbye here, right? We're doing that.
I know. See, I told
We don't
ya.
want to say goodbye. We don't want to say goodbye, but we must.
So, Josh, we'll see you again soon. We'll check back in a few months and see. But anytime, how your garden is going, and
absolutely.
Challenge. Right.
Yeah, and you 2 boys get together and figure out how you're going to do it and when. And we'll try to. We'll show it. Yeah. So, well, Lynn, ready to give Josh granny kisses?
Oh, absolutely. Any day of the week. Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Bye, Josh. Ready. Okay, everybody say goodbye.
Bye, granny.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you again
Big Josh
soon.
Hugs.
Okay.
Big Josh
Oh,
hugs.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh.
Oh, it's been wonderful, hasn't it?
It has. It has. And and I want to, before we go, we got a little business to do here too. And
okay. Let's do a little business.
We'll do a little business, and I'm going to turn on some music. I got to see. Do I want this one? Last week with Major, kind of reminds you of
Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby. A little Austin Powers there. So here's this rundown. Next week, right here, Butler Family Farms.
Jerry and Susan.
Yes, next week. After that, April 10th, Canadian Family Life.
Yay.
Yay.
Tiffany.
Mm-hmm. And on April 17th, Land's Promised Land Ranch will be with us. And get ready, because on April 24th, we're going to have Black's Tropical Homestead, and they have grown. Their channel is getting... Huh?
Maybe Bobby will be there. It's Sherry will be there.
Yeah, maybe Bobby will be there. Yeah, their channel has just exploded. And so but we're looking forward to all of our upcoming guests. Now, if you would like to be on our show, just like Josh was today, there's no big deal. You don't, no pressure. We just chit chat like we're in your living room, right?
We'll show your channel. We'll show what your channel. We'll highlight your channel. It's
Absolutely.
about you. It's about you and what's going on.
Yes.
And
send me an email.
Access to Christ said she was number 23 subscribing to Conquest Mama's other channel, and I think I was number 22. So
great. So send me an email if you'd like to be on. We are booking into May right now, and it's but you know what? If you have a specific time that you could only meet, let us know, and we will work with you. We can film ahead and then show it as a premiere, and you can be in the chat, and it'll be just like practically like it was live. So just let us know. Send an email right there, linann1740@gmail.com. And until next week, keep grooving.
Keep grooving, baby.
Keep grooving.
You need Twitter? Email us. We're at Ann.
linann1740@gmail.com.
And we will be glad to lift up you, your family, your loved friends, loved ones.
Yep. So anyhow, come back next week. Butler Family Farms will be here. See you then.
We love you all.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Granny kiss out. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.